We're going to go over there. Thank you.
Hey, muy discreto. This is good for
Hey,
Cleveland.
nice to see you again, my friend. How's everything going?
Yeah, thanks. Very good. How are you?
Very good. Well, fine.
Thanks for the presentation. Enjoyed it.
You think it was okay?
It was very good.
Thank you. Where did you go?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is cool. Hopefully this-
Thank you very much. This is good. In the table?
Yeah.
Hi.
Huh.
Sorry.
That's good. Are you going to be in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll be in Cleveland next week for the Republicans. So, yeah.
We will have more fun.
I don't know. You might have. Probably have more trouble inside the convention
Liberal
in
will-
Cleveland, and you'll have it outside.
Liberal will have always more fun than conservative.
Yeah.
Okay, hi everybody. We have a few minutes, so if you have any questions, please just raise your hand and identify yourself and your outlet, and we'll take as many questions as you can until we have to go.
Hello, Governor. My name is Maria Amante. I'm a reporter for DebtWire. The contracts for Cleary and Milstein have expired, and I'm wondering who's advising the government.
I think that the mixing contract is with the GDB, right?
Yes.
So it's GDB to decide, but I have no information of a change.
Governor, Peter Summer with Capital Intelligence. My question is, a lot of the debt is related to infrastructure, PREPA, PRASA. Are you willing to do a debt to equity where those bonds can be just transferred into equity or ownership of those two utilities like the water and the power? You've done it for the airport, San Juan. You've done some highway. Wouldn't that solve most of your problems, sir?
For example, PREPA is already on its restructuring process is pretty advanced, and we are. I think it's doing well. They are doing well. We'll be able to reduce a lot the debt that the portion that is related to PREPA. We want to do the same with PRASA. I think we will be able to do it. So they have their own path. What we are trying to do is same with the rest of the government. So what we want to do in PRASA is what we have been able to do in PREPA.
But how about just direct ownership? Just flip the ownership to the bondholders?
No, I don't think so.
You don't?
I think that they should remain public.
What is the government?
Hi, Governor. I'm Liz Farmer with Governor Magazine. In your speech, you were talked about how Puerto Rico was ahead of the curve, possibly, in terms of its financial crisis, and said that other states and even cities in the U.S. and the mainland could be paying attention to that. Are there any? Can you elaborate on that? Are there any particular states or cities that you see sharing similar problems with Puerto Rico?
I don't know the facts of each state and city. But for example, when I was in Congress, being asked about bills that which came up with Promesa, Congress people asked me about if that bill would be applied to any non, for example. I don't know the numbers. I know that they are having problems, but I don't know the numbers. The fact is that if you go to the timeline, what's happening in New York or happening in Detroit, what is happening in Puerto Rico, and you see what is happening in other states, if they do not react in time, they may face the same cliff that we were facing 2 weeks ago. But I was always asked about Illinois. I do not know the precise numbers about it.
Thank you.
Richard Cowan from Reuters. Can you talk about what names have been floated for the Oversight Board and when you think it will be established, seated, get to work?
I would not like to talk about names in particular because it would be unfair with that people. What I request is good people to be appointed. At least one Puerto Rican, I need to have more, but good people, people that can achieve the goal. I don't want people that only make a good impression the day they are announced. I want people that can make a good impression the day that they finish the job. If the better, the sooner it will end. So that's what I'm trying to be focused on. And I'm providing information. Some people are calling me or people from my staff telling us that they are in the list of Speaker Ryan or Leader McConnell or Reid or Pelosi to see if we will oppose them or no. So we know about some names, but what we want is good people. People can achieve the goal.
And timing of when the board will get to work?
The bill requests the board to be in place not later than September, so it will be pretty soon.
What is the what has the government received in terms of offers for short-term liquidity? Have you
have the information with me?
From who has made the offers?
I have no information with that. I don't have. We can provide any information, but I think it's public. But I do not have the information on hand.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, one more question, I guess, on pensions. What, if anything, do you expect to propose with respect to changes for public pensions in the fiscal plan?
Go again, please.
Oh, for public pensions, are you planning to propose any changes in policy?
They are already some on the way. The bill that Kate Long asked includes some. There's some others that have been approved with the budget, rising in the funding of those funds. But what we need to do with those pension funds is to fund it as is stated, and it's mathematics, it's not politics. So there's again, David Bernier, the candidate, governor candidate, has been proposing some ideas. Some of those were included in the budget. Some other are included in the PC 2959. We need to fund those, and that needs to be part of the actual fiscal plan, and when it's let's say adequate to PROMESA, we need to include the adequate funding to the pension fund. It's a priority and have to be a priority for the next one.
Have you seen any action in Puerto Rico that will tell you that they are preparing the office,
No.
the organization of the board?
No, and remember that we have to deal with that. Remember that I'm part of the board. It's really an 8-member board. The board will have no vote. So I'm the only member already appointed. So no, the answer is no. The answer is no. And we have been already identifying places where
You are in the right place.
I am, in case they request. We are already thinking about where, there, and here in the States, of course. If it's needed, because maybe it's not, they will not need a actual space in the island for a permanent office.
service ready for market watch. So I know the board is not there yet, but is Puerto Rico talking to creditors at all? Do you see Puerto Rico succeed in borrowing money going forward?
I speculate. I think it will take a couple of years. It will take maybe 2 years till the market opens back to Puerto Rico, if we do the right thing. Our budget, as approved, is balanced. It's 9.1 billion a budget. If we keep doing that, I think it will be it will take a couple of years for the market to be open to Puerto Rico.
I think there's a 900 million.
At this PRASA, that's the water authority. That's a public corporation. Yes. That's a possibility, but it's different than the central government. It's like the power authority have just reached an agreement with its creditors that they pay and borrow again. I think it was July 1st. So PREPA is already having that or through that process, and PRASA, the water authority is beginning that process right now. Is the $900 million, I think, that is today in the papers. Could be that what you are referring to. But that's a public operation.
Well, I want to clarify, do you think that they not necessarily will have an office in Puerto Rico, that they will have the office where in Washington and only have meetings in San Juan?
They may or they may not. Yes. They may or may not. And for example, I have been, because of the General Accountability Office says the bill requires me $2 million a month. That's 24 million a year. So it's what I'm putting for the board. It's what they do. I just.
But there is an executive director.
I'm budgeting.
Do you see the executive director working from DC with?
It may or may not. If we'll have a public space or a real estate place, office, it will be their call. And we have been anticipating the possibility of that, trying to get a place, the cost, the services to that place. So what we are trying to do is to make that available if they choose to do so. That suggests that I think that they will. That's why I'm looking for space already.
Any other questions?
I have a couple in Spanish. So,
Any other?
No, yo quisiera que me comentara si usted está satisfecho con las tareas que realizó Milstein y sobre eso.
Sí, y hay una información incorrecta sobre las cantidades que se han pagado hoy.
Bueno, pero sobre los contratos, sí, yo hablé con Melba hoy.
Qué bueno.
Pero no hay motoridad que pagar, yo no, ahí no dice pagar. Sí.
Muy bien. Pero yo creo que la labor se ha realizado. Ellos son contratados por el banco, sus supervisores son el banco, Hacienda tiene los suyos, ¿verdad? Y su supervisor directo es el Departamento de Hacienda. Pero por mi parte, la información que me rinden sus agencias contratantes es que han hecho el trabajo además.
¿Y usted cree que se debe renovar esos contratos
Yo lo tomo de acuerdo a la información que proveen las agencias contratantes.
Bueno, ahora, ¿usted tiene alguna opinión sobre el informe relacionado a la
O
universidad?
sea, la decisión de recomendar o no recomendar, de quien contrata, otra vez la agencia o yo. O sea, yo no decido exactamente, o sea, yo no intervengo en el proceso de contratación de Hacienda o del banco.
¿Usted cree que se merecen el contrato?
Depende de lo que digan sus jefes.
Oiga, y en términos del informe sobre la Universidad de Puerto Rico, ¿usted tiene alguna posición sobre eso?
Autonomía universitaria.
Y las críticas que se han hecho a la intervención de su hermano.
Ya, creo que Palmira Ríos desenmascaró a las personas, ya dijo que no es correcto lo que se dice, o que se insinuó que ella quiso decir, o sea que eso está, yo creo que quien luego de Palmira Ríos haber aclarado continúa insinuando lo mismo, simplemente tiene una gente.
en Washington hay más de eso.
Grazie.
Could I ask you to clarify one thing? When you said you thought it would be maybe 2 years before the market reopens, you're referring to the bond market?
Yes, and central government, no, not public government.
2 years.
It's a guess. As I said, we are speculating. But I think that the market shouldn't close to Puerto Rico 3 years ago. I think that is an auto-inflicted,
Self-inflicted.
self-inflicted harm by the market. As they did it, they provoke other problems. So if we do the right things, we have been doing the right things, and we keep doing the right things, it will open again. It is the way it's speculating, but I think it will take a couple of years.
I actually have a follow-up on that, I'm sorry, Governor. Would you issue short-term debt in the meantime for liquidity?
That will depend on for example, I will not be growing at 12% and stuff like that. So whatever is responsible, I will do it. Whatever is irresponsible, I will not do it.
Thank you.
But all those decisions are in the hands of the board, not in your hands anymore, no?
When the board
I'm
begins.
sorry, I have a picture of that I forgot.
So if you email me,
Oh, all right. Thank you. But you still want your utilities. Why don't you just privatize it and get the money from the Chinese and the Arabs?
Because it's not the right thing to do.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, Governor. I'll be back